Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. So, we are here. Very interesting subject. I am amazed. Inshallah, we will start now. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. وصلى اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا. وارنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وارنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. ربنا افرغ علينا صبرا وتوفنا مسلمين. ربنا افرغ علينا صبرا ربنا افرغ علينا صبرا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. ربنا اغفر لنا وارحمنا وأنت خير الراحمين. We have been studying this section, Tariq from the Qur'an. We studied last week on Monday. It started like this. Now, we will try to understand today the very structure of the Qur'an, how Qur'an structures its argument. And I'm sorry for the background. I cannot tell them not to. Otherwise, they wouldn't listen to me anyways, so they will make the noise. I'm sorry for this. It structures, it is argumentation and presenting the case to human mind, human feelings, and how the communication is going on, how the Qur'an makes the web of these connections. It is important for us because that is how we should know that the Qur'an's argument is based on what. And we should confirm it or not. We can confirm it or not. That's one point. Another point, what responsibility remains on me before the argumentations forwarded to human beings, presented to human beings? What shall I do with it? There are these are very important questions. Of course, this is valid for anyone who holds the Quran in his hand and wants to read it, whether as a believer or not. Regardless, everybody should be aware which kind of text they are reading. Accordingly, they will come to a conclusion. I mean, we cannot tell them this is the word of God. Come on, how can you question it, accept it? But in order to come to the conclusion that it is a word of God, I have to be convinced it is a word of God. Then that is another matter. Still, Quran says, don't imitate me. That is another matter. But very important aspects of these kind of argumentations. Even if we say, I believe that it is word of God, okay. Then start imitating. No, start confirming. Now, confirming one by one. Now, as much as we can. Full may not be possible. But at least it must be our principle. These are the matters, inshallah, we are going to handle today and together. Please, please just try to join. So I will just quickly read, or yeah, my pronunciation is very clear, but you don't understand it. So if anybody really wills to read, so that from 1, verse 1, we will see the sequence, but I will interfere the reader, and we will work together. Just you start slowly reading so that we let us reflect on it, what it says. Of course, we are not going to talk a lot because we have studied them last week. Who would like to read it, please? Maybe somebody.
I can read it, inshallah.
Thank you. Yeah. Now, slowly, one by one. If I don't say anything, continue. But probably I would like to make one sentence or so, a comment on it. Okay, please go ahead. Bismillah.
I call to witness the heavens and Tariq, what comes by night.
Now, how it starts. Witness to what? His mission, his presentation, whatever he is going to present to us, whatever he is going to introduce, the idea. So I wouldn't say ideology, because ideology is different. But this is the idea that, look, I'm going to present you something, some sort of news, some sort of argumentations, and now I am calling to witness about the truthfulness, reality of my arguments or my presentation to you, my idea to you. Okay, the one who says I is God. Oh, but the text says God is speaking. Then at the end, I will say, oh, yeah, it is. It must be God who is speaking, or somebody is speaking on behalf of God. But I will decide it at the end, not at the beginning. But I have to say that when the verse says, I call to witness, Muhammad is saying, as the Orientalists presented. Well, Muhammad is saying that he is calling to witness the heavens and Tariq for his claim or for his prophecies, whatever. No, Muhammad says, God said this. Oh, what I will go now, think about it. God, by definition, is the creator of the universe. Let me see if it makes sense. The creator of the universe, a speaker who claims to be the creator of the universe, not Muhammad, says what I'm going to say, I'm for the truthfulness of what I'm going to say, I call to witness for my claim, for my presentation, the heavens and what comes by night. We wonder, what does it mean? What comes by night? Oh, I'm not going into details of what classical commentaries said, different things, everybody. So we bring, or we come to a conclusion which is relevant to our life. So I think we see the now context. Which context is going on here? Please, go ahead.
Do you know what the Tariq is?
I don't. Okay. What are you talking about? Yes.
It is the star that pierces through life's darkness.
What is that? The star pierces through darkness, but life is in bracket. It means the translator says darkness where not at night during a 24 hours period that we call night, but in the translator interprets it life's darkness. Maybe he's right, maybe he is wrong, but it is argued among the scholars. You know, there is a star, shooting stars. There are other verses relating to it. It may be right. It may be right. But we will bring all these argumentations in the context of the whole section of the Quran, and we will put the whole argumentations of the whole section of the Quran within the context of the whole Quran. So this section is allotted to this subject, etc. We will have a broad mind now. What's going on? Let me understand. Now, do you know what the Tariq is? This is a rhetorical question. It means, oh, are you aware of the importance of what I am going to say? And by naming it a Tariq, you can't. But I'm going to explain it to you. Be careful, because you don't know what I mean by something which is ambiguous, vague, the meaning, Tariq. But it may be named after a star, but of course it is a celestial body. It is something that astronomers will know it. But what the Quran is saying, yeah, this celestial body, but I am not an astronomy book, or I'm not going to speak to you as an astronomy teacher and expert, and let me explain to you what I have discovered. I am the creator of the Tariq. You name it after a star, but I am going to use a combination of star and at the same time, and I will take it within my own context of my message to you. So I will define it for you. Sometimes the Quran uses, oh, there is no need to define it for you, as we studied, for example. Do you know what it is? Oh, it is a so awesome day, so serious matter. If you have denied the truth now, you will be extremely sorry for what you have done. But there is no explanation. And in the course of the verses, we will see that, explanation is following, not a geographical or astronomical, I don't know, it's the right word, definition of the word. Okay. Now, okay, please go ahead.
No human being has ever been left unguarded.
What are they talking about? What is it talking about? Now, well, first, talking about Tariq, I'm saying that I'm going to bring Tariq as my witness for my message, truthfulness of my message, and then saying it is describing it is a piercing, a star piercing through darkness. Okay, physical, and as the translator said, life's darkness. As far as human is concerned, I don't know, if someone says to me, there's a star up there, yeah, it goes through the darkness and everything is enlightened there. what shall I do? That's wonderful, huh? What shall I do? Just, that is what the secular science say. You know what? But you can make, I don't know, and technology out of it. You can do something representing Tariq in the sky. You can do it on the earth, for example. Yeah. But it must be related to me because my God is speaking to me, claiming that I am going to let you know and explain why I created you and how you can make most of your life here. Okay. All right. Yep.
Man should reflect on what he was created from.
Oh. Now it was here. No human being has ever been left unguarded. Every human being is guarded by something, and you should reflect, speaking to the human beings, on what he was created, what you were created from. Just it's somehow not connected, but looks like mysterious. What's going on here? From one subject to another to another. What's going on here? Yeah, I should reflect on what I was created from or what I was made of, really. So that somebody made me out of these things or out of the process of these events, sequences of events. Oh, okay, the speaker is going to specify, especially pay attention to this stage of your existence. Huh? It is good for you to pay attention to it. Please.
He is created from an ejected fluid issuing from between the backbone and the ribs.
Excellent combining this two. Thank you. Very thoughtful reading. I appreciate this. The beginning of your creation, whether you attribute it to a creator, conscious creator, or you don't, well, you are a human being, you have free will, think about it and decide. But even you believe or you don't believe that regardless of your attitude towards this point in your process of existence, it is a dirty fluid, a cell no good for anything. Throw it away, wash it away, that's it. And it was coming from a very strange biological structure, backbone and rib, or wherever they are, doesn't matter. Within your mother's womb, and with the dirty water, when you were born, they threw it away. Be careful what you were created from. Reflect on it, think about it, and say, do you think this cell is making me? And nowadays they say, no, it is not a simple cell. There is a knowledge, information encoded in it. Oh, but who did it? In the dirty thing, who wrote and volumes of books of information. But original sort of earth and the material is used, earth and air and light and water, these kind of things here. And none of them have a conscious choice, and none of them have a conscious purpose in themselves, no qualities. You are, originally, if you attribute it to the causes are so petty, insignificant. matter. But who is using this insignificant matter, the one who uses this insignificant matter makes out of this matter, you as a human being, thinking or with honor and intelligent and full of feelings. How come that this beginning develops into you as you are? Have you reflected on it? Okay.
He certainly has the power to bring him back to life.
Oh, there is a threat here now. The one who's doing it cannot be this material in your body, because your feelings, what makes you a human being, nothing to do with the matter at all, irrelevant to matter. Completely irrelevant, 100%, not partial, 100%. Now it says, did you pay attention that you are made out of very simple, but in an excellent form? Don't you think there is a purpose in it? Don't you think the same one who can create it again? Out of whatever it is, the basest thing in this world is employed in your body by this creator, and out of this body, you human being, as full of wonderful qualities, you are created. Don't you think that this one can create you again? Think about it. The one who makes a very simple thing, out of a simple thing, makes the best creation. Can he not do the same thing again? Or maybe better form? Well, he must be something really, if you like, in a quote-unquote super being. But it's not a good, well, just quote-unquote. It must be something huge. So these are wrong terminologies. I'm not saying I'm insulting God. No, that's how human beings works. But these don't, the huge, the supreme, cannot represent the creator of the universe. These words are used to describe the pieces of this world, universe. But when we understand who the creator is, we will say, now what do you mean by huge? What do you mean by supreme? No, it is just beyond imagination. But that will be later. Let's have a comfortable approach, access to the Quran.
On the day, all secrets of hearts will be disclosed.
No. From the construction of the body, the introduction or introducing the message goes to all secrets of heart will be disclosed. Yeah. Sarair, sir. But in human being, because the subject changed into what? From the creation of human beings to recreation of human beings again. But of course, during these two sections, the two parts of creation, human beings have gone through many, various, infinite number of practices of their life, but as a result of conscious choice. That is important. As a result of conscious choice, I am going to do this, I'm not going to do this. For example, you prefer to come here. I didn't. For example, well, I'm here, but example, but that is your choice, that's my choice. Both. So why are we giving this free will? It's wonderful, so that we freely choose, but of course the consequence of our choice brings something in our life. I feel happy, I feel sorry, I feel bad, I feel guilty, I feel exalted, joyful, and enjoyment, or not enjoyment, whatever it is. But now I say, why all these things are? Now the verses are telling me why all these things are given to you. But for example, if I do something, can anyone know my intention? Yeah, but my intention exists. My feelings exist. My background plannings exist. I'm aware of it. Not the one who has created me. The one who has created me should organize all these acts of creation, but should not know my thoughts, although my feelings are created by him. My intellect is created by him. My choice, ability to choose, is created by him. So whatever I choose by using my free will must be created by him. I am choosing, he is creating, because I cannot create. For example, I want to go, let's say it is the room now, I want to go to the living room. Now, how do I go? Okay, now let's say we are making a movie, right? As I was trying to stand up, so I want to walk and freeze the movie and pause the movie. Who can guarantee that this man will make one step ahead in the following second? If the acts of creation stops, I cannot do anything. I cannot say, no, just a minute. I'm going to carry on. I have no power to decide to carry on at all. But as it is created, I am receiving the result step by step. But I'm just choosing. So we may say, but I'm walking. Yes, the act of walking is very simple, seems to be simple, but you can ask the biologists who are studying the human muscles and bone structures, etc., and how the heart and mind and the muscles and human memory, human habits, as a result of consequence, repetition of the exercises of doing the same thing. What happens? The biologists, in order to read in reality what is happening in the body of a man, and body and intellect and memory and other feelings, what is happening, if he wants to describe it in detail, volumes of books must be written. That moment, how many cells in our bodies functioning, communications, nerve system, I don't know, whatever they are. I'm not expert in anything, nothing. I know nothing of biology, just my high school knowledge. No, it is not a simple event, and I'm not aware of any of it. I'm not aware. I just want. That is it. So ridiculous. And it is resulted. It is created. Can we make this example even simpler? Can anybody guarantee that tomorrow will exist? Stars say that, oh, don't worry, I can take care of it. No. Galaxies, no. Whole universe, no. Right? We are all, if you like, just impotent beings. We cannot do, but only choose, and the results are created. I can take 2 or 3 things within the order of the universe, put together, all rearrange it, but according to, I will do it by obeying the order of the universe. I cannot do it as I want. I do it by obeying the order. If the order allows me to choose this way, this way, this way, I am bound by the order. But use whatever the options it gives me and choose between the options. That's what I am doing. Nothing more. All right. All the feelings, that's what we have to understand. I may do some actions, but you and I mean, if I'm doing it, you can observe the physical result, physical appearance of my actions. Do you know what is behind my background intention and feelings? No. But the one who creates it must know it. The one who creates it must know it. I think it is clear. So he says, I'm going to bring you back to life again and disclose all these secrets out and present it to you. Oh, my creature, the one I created. That is what you were. Remember, I kept the record of it. Like the tree grows, and the fruit comes, and the fruit has a seed in it, and the one who creates the seed is declaring what? Oh, the tree, I know which stages of existence you went through, and also I know which stages of existence you are going to go through. I know. Why? Look, recording is here. What happened? What will happen in your life? All are not there. Isn't it a clear thing we are experiencing here? Now, that's what we didn't study last week, this verse 9. Okay, we understand that our background feelings behind every action is perfectly recorded and known to the one who records it and creates it. We are choosing, he is creating it. All right, we went from Tariq, a piercing star from darkness into light. Okay, okay, we have time. So, and then now we are here. Maybe we can do this so that I can look at my notes. Okay, we can continue. What is that? Okay.
Then
Yeah.
he will have no power and no one to help him.
Yeah. He means what? I think we understood the human beings. But human beings. If I mean, I'm going to use the Quranic argumentation, presentation actually. If we are not ashamed of what we have done, for example, if I insulted a man for nothing, he doesn't deserve it. Do I feel comfortable? No. If I hurt somebody's feelings unnecessarily and unjustly, in an injustice way, I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel happy. I mean, I insulted somebody and hurt his feelings. These are all with me. But I feel guilty. So if I did something wrong, according to, not according to the Quran, at this stage we are reflecting, according to my human qualities given to me. If someone doesn't believe in God, they can say natural, okay, but still I feel ashamed of myself because I'm contradicting my feelings are giving to me by nature, whatever it is. If someone believes and understands that it cannot happen, that nature has no consciousness, so what it does, it goes to other option. No, a conscious being did it. So I am ashamed of my creation, the way I'm created, contradicting my creation. I am ashamed of the choice I made, which contradicts my human qualities. And why is it that? Why is it that? Oh, I am being informed through these kind of activities that there is a consequence of my choices. There's something going on. It's strange. Although I choose it, I do it. Sometimes I feel happy. Sometimes I don't. On the contrary, I feel unhappy. And I blemish, maybe sweat if I do something really very bad. There must be a purpose in them. So, according to people, experience the consequence of their choices here, and the Quran says, this is a sign, just reminding you that you will be taken into account for the consequences of your choices. Watch out. Yeah, be careful. Those people who are not ashamed of what they have done and who didn't contradict their nature, for example, my mind says, human mind says, an unconscious matter. This is a very important point. I keep repeating it, and I am not ashamed of repeating it. It is so essential, so essential. My mind says, whatever is happening in this world, as far as human beings are concerned, I am choosing something as a result of my choice and feelings. I experience something bad or good. I say, yeah, what is that? What is happening in me cannot be attributed to unconscious matter. Matter, first, has no consciousness, no emotion, nothing at all, no knowledge, no power, no will. And also matter has to obey the order. Matter is not, this point is always missed from the minds or attentions of the people. Matter cannot be the result of the order, because it obeys the order. This is not clearly put by those people who explain away or what is going on in this universe. And he said, they say, it is naturally happening. What do you mean naturally happening? What naturally happening? That's how it is. But it cannot decide by itself. And it has to obey the order. And the one who obeys the order cannot be the establisher of the order. So it is subject to it. Now, we have to say that the creator, establisher of the order is just demonstrating his will, and the order is out there. So it is beyond the qualities of this order at all. But anybody which is anybody which is within this order must be obedient to the requirements of the order, therefore cannot be the source of existence of the order. So how can we say that this one is establishing the order of human creation, taking it from something accidentally happened and life sprang? What is life? Life has nothing to do with matter. What is life? They happen to be. That's so ridiculous claims. Anyways, those people who are happy because their choices were appropriate to their nature, to where they are created, whatever it is. They say, okay, the nature made me. They don't use create, but sometimes use in daily language. Nature made me, all right, nature made you, but I didn't contradict the way he made me, and I didn't feel ashamed of it. So if someone says, but nature is going to take you into account, okay, welcome. Mm-hmm. And if someone says, God created me because of the reasoning, etc., I mean, we are not going to impose our idea on others, but we can present this very interesting alternative so you can present it to your mind and to other people as well. If someone says, God created me, all right, welcome. And I am going to be taken into to his presence. It means he will create me again and he will ask me what is happening in me. I say, okay, why not? So let me read one verse that the Quran says, those people who were not ashamed of what they have done, who did not contradict their nature for some underground, how to say, secret expectations. So, for example, I'm not going to believe in God so that I will enjoy my life freeing from, I mean, feeling always under the surveillance of God and taking my record. And this idea really makes me irritated because whatever I do, somebody is really making a video of it, film of it. But I want to not accept it and feel comfortable whatever I want. That is the reason looking for another alternative idea. Oh, not the creator, but I must, let's say, well, it is a natural thing. It's happening, developed by itself out of this theory, out of that theory, lots of theories upon theories, they are building up. Now, those people who are consistent within their creation and they understand that the conscious creator has given them existence, what they do, how are we going to be taken into account? If we did something right, we will be rewarded. If we did something wrong, contradict our nature, we will be punished. Okay? I'm happy what I have done. It was consistent with my creation. So if only I will be given the second creation so that I will face my creator and be introduced to him, or I will introduce myself to him so that we will have some sort of communication with my creator. And if he takes me into account, okay, here is my book, as the Quran describes. Here is my book, Muqruha. So read it, come on. Read it. I'm not ashamed of what is written in my video, what is showing in my video. But if someone is doing something wrong, what do? The judge comes and says that bring this video and see what it shows. Oh, look, see, this is the man who is doing the stealing, for example. Oh, God, who took it? Yeah. They will say, oh, this is a horrible record. Nothing is missed in it. Those people who were happy said, Alhamdulillah, alladhi sadaqana wa'ada. Oh, yeah, he promised me in his speech and in his, the way he creates, he promised me that he is going to recreate you and take you to his presence, and he will welcome you this time now. That this is who I am, who created you in the world. You were just struggling to find out who created you. That's me. So that will be a very joyful man. They will say, we are very pleased. I'm just really free translation. We are very pleased with the one who kept his promise to us. The promise means through various means. Okay. It means creation, my creation, and his speech as well. So recreation and examples of recreation in the universe, these are all promises. Alhamdulillah, alladhi sadaqana wa'ada. Right. I think we can move to 10. Verse 10. Amy?
Then he will have no power and no one to help him.
Yeah, he will be just in front of his own creator now in the next creation. I think it is, this verse is understood, and we say, yeah, of course, I have no power even now, but then, apart from my creator, no one can help me here. It means the one who created the universe can helps me, and nothing else have an independent power to help me. But they can only use what they have been given. For example, let's say I am hungry, a simple example, of course, and somebody provides me food. What happened? Actually, he didn't create the food. He used the created food and gave it to me. Thank you, I would say. Thank you to this man. But I would also search. He is not the creator of the food. He is just transferer of the food. So if I am happy that I have been given this food and it satisfied my need, I have to be really very thankful to the one who created the food for me. So let me see, what is that? Then he will have no power and no one to help him, of course, especially the one who is ashamed of his video. Now, who can help him? No one. Even in this world, no one can help him, apart from the creator. But those people who help others are just using what is created by the creator of the universe and giving it to others. So they are good transmitters, good people, but at the same time, they are not the creators of it. Right, let's go. That is now. It's very important. It is extremely important. Yeah, we are coming to the heart of the subject now. Close. Yeah.
Consider the heavens ever revolving and the earth bursting forth with plants.
Yeah, it's becoming a bit specific, isn't it now? Think about the creation, yep, of heavens, how it is organized perfectly, and Rajya continuously comes back, returns actually, ever revolving, because the translation make it appropriate to the action that we are observing of the heavens. But in fact, Rajya means returning back again and again and again. Not static, that is very important. Not static and not one act of existence or act of creation, but continuously renewed acts of creation. Raja continuously comes back again and again, but in a different form. Slightly as we see it. For example, we may see that the sun is not moving, but 2 hours, 3 hours later, oh, its place is changed. Oh, God, it is moving. Oh, it is moving, although when I looked at it, it didn't seem to be, but it is really moving. But when you get closer to the sun, what you see? It is speed of moving is impossible. But of course, the sun doesn't move as far as the sun and earth is relationship. In this case, we have to talk about the earth. So earth is rotating on its own so fast, so that the distance between the earth and the sun is so huge, although it is one of the closest stars. That is interesting. This is the closest one. The distance is so, although we are moving so fast, we seem to be just staying in our place, fixed. And the relationship between the sun and the moon is nothing really serious, but really at the end we understand that every 24 hours that we are revolving so fast because of the distance, we don't see any rapid change. All right, consider the heavens ever revolving. It means it is always on action. It is always on action. What does it mean? Earth cannot be the creator of its own action because it is bound to follow the action. It is bound to follow. It means somebody is subjugating the earth to his will, which is the order, the way he creates it. And it is just matter. It doesn't really plan and have no power to say, I'm going to run, and never stop. No, we understand these are very interesting things are going on in the heavens and the earth. Also, earth is closer to us. We can just experience it, and with naked eyes we can see what's going on. The plants are growing, animals, although in details, no, we can't. But we know that there are details in their existence. So what we are mostly concerned with the plants, the animals, and they enjoy them on the earth. On the earth, these are also evidences. Right. Okay, let's go over innahu.
It is indeed a distinguishing speech.
What? Sorry. Okay, combine it, 13, 14.
And it is not an idle tale.
What is that? What is going on? Heavens, how the human creation started, and how it is developed, how the human beings are going to be recreated again. Look at the sequence of reasoning here, or presenting in a comprehensible manner. And then look at the heavens, that you are going to be recreated again and taken into account, of course, for nothing. It's not a toil, it is not an act of sport. It is consciously happening, everything, fine. And then suddenly it says, it is indeed a distinguishing speech, and it is not an idle tale, meaningless. I mean, but meaningless things, and not reality at all. No. I'm talking about the reality of your own existence, and drawing your attention to it, and asking you to pay attention to it. And also, it is an fasl, means it's a very important word in the Quran, distinguishing what's right, what is wrong. These are the people who did right. These are the people who did wrong. And the levels of doing right and wrong. Everything is clearly made distinct. What is doing this? The speech, making it everything in detail, clearly understood. And you can understand that is right, that's wrong. Now we can go, that is why I wanted to go and make a quick journey from the beginning of the section and up to here now, up to verse 14. Did we understand that the Tariq, here I call that, I go back. Tariq, from the very beginning. Yep. Here. I call to witness the heavens and Tariq. Why? The translator said in the third verse, it is the star that pierces through life's darkness. It is the star that pierce through the man put life, darkness. Did you understand now why the translator put life's darkness? It is about the distinguishing speech. So Tariq, as a witness, the star, the heavens, and the earth, and the plants on earth, human creation in the physical world, but in the verbal explanation, the speech side of the physical world, making the distinction between right and wrong. Now, that is why the man understood, the translator, man or woman, understood that Tariq is the one who pierces through life's darkness, meaninglessness. So makes everything meaningful. Through what? We will, that will be a homework for all of us. which kind of means the Quran is using and combining together, mixing up all together and presenting his message to human being under the witnessing of this and this and this and this. These are all combined here. Now, the homework is very simple. Homework is very simple. Next week, what did we understand from this way of speech in the Quran, starting from an unknown word and coming Tariq, what comes by night, and going through life's darkness. And let us go to the next page. Here, human creation, how simple it is as a material, and then let's go. No, sorry, it's here. So definitely the one who does this will bring you back, and you don't have any power before your creator. So no, you cannot have any help from anybody except from your creator. Be careful. Don't be really arrogant towards your creator, right? And the heavens and how it is continuously renewed, changed again and again, appearing in a different form, in a different form, in a different form, and the earth producing, not earth is producing, on the earth produced with the plants and animals, also they are continuously changing, growing, dying, and again and again and again. And, these are the evidences. You understand that I'm talking about my speech to you in order to make everything distinct for you, clear for you, that you can understand easily. And it is not an idle talk, idle tale. It is a serious matter that I'm making my case, my message to you clearly under using the evidences from all sources. Now, all the evidences are combined within the teachings of the Quran. At the very beginning of today's class, I mentioned something that how the Quran speaks to us and how we should behave and how we should assimilate this speech within ourselves, and also how we should present the message of the Quran in an appropriate way. Appropriate way. Appropriate to what? Appropriate to how Quran itself presents its case to us. You see this all the stages of demonstrations of witnessings, evidence, all of them, how the stage by stage, but seems to be different, talking about from one paragraph is about something, one verse, one sentence is about something, the other one is about something, but you see the sequence are really making a web of thought for human beings and presenting it all together, supporting with each other, and human senses say, yeah, this is true. And the evidence out there, how it is, how the creation is taking place, it is true. Paying attention to myself, I say, my body, my feelings, etc. They are also interesting. And also, there is a hope in me. Hope in me. I don't want to die. I want to have a perfect existence. Now, yeah, that is also and evidence and other evidence, and that these are all combined. Those people who are not ashamed of themselves because they haven't contradict the way they are created, they are saying, okay, I'm ready to go to my creator, and together, if you create me again, if you want to, that is what I hope. That's why I am expecting. So when I am recreated, I will say, thank you, thank you. I didn't want to fall into non-existence. Oh, alhamdulillah, oh, so relaxing. All these elements are combined in such a way that every element supports others, every other element supports this element. That is the unique teaching of the Quran. You cannot find anywhere. You cannot find anywhere. Only in the Quran. Other scriptures, yes, but at the moment, whatever they present to us, by definition must be. But at the moment, one side took the, how do you say, a big part of the cake, and other sides are neglected. But the Quran is mixing up all together, and this section of the Quran makes it so clear that every section must be combined with each other, and it must be our purpose also. When we say, I believe in God, all the venues must support each other. You know, I'm a good believer. I come from a Muslim family. That's my, cultural background. It means that is my tradition. We are Muslims. We are Muslims. Because our family says we are Muslims. Are you a Muslim? I belong to this family. Why? Because we are Muslims. Look at the vicious circle. So, evidence. And evidence have many values. And all of them are supporting each other. So, Tariq is the Qur'an. Did we understand now? The one who comes at night, pierces through darkness of human life, is the Qur'an. But what is that? Yeah, it is good. Qur'an is evidence that what it says is true. That is the witnessing out there. How about the speech itself? Yes, speech itself also demonstrates that only the one who created the universe can make this speech. They are all mutually supporting each other. So exciting. The unique feature of the Quran. So when we speak about religion, especially as a Muslim, if someone doesn't bring at least these 4 elements, combining each other, supporting each other, and presents religion, to me, it's a big responsibility. Presenting religion not in an appropriate way as the religion itself presents to you, to me. It is a shameful thing what's going on, especially nowadays. Once I said, I believe in the Quran. Quran says this. I confirm it. I have a faith in it. Why? I have a faith in my Quran. It's my sacred book. The other one said, that is trash. I don't care. So why? You keep saying that this is my book, this is my book. And I say, I don't accept it. That's it. This simplistic attitude is both sides to me, generally speaking. There are exceptions, of course. Really The Quran says, be careful. Both sides. Quran speaks to both sides. Hey, be careful. Don't take me lightly. Those people who don't really take notice of the message of the Quran. The other one is takeful. Hey, pay attention to. Be careful not to present me against the way I am presenting myself to you. Be careful. It's a big responsibility if you are talking on my behalf. So do you see these argumentations now relating to my real life and presenting the case to me? That is how we should claim our belief in the Quran, and we should base our reasoning for the claim of our belief in God and defending in religion without at least 4 aspects of these evidences combined with each other. Any presentation will be, and how do you say, unjust, doing unjust to the Quran itself. And God will say, look, be careful, you spoke on my behalf, but you did not follow the way I taught you. So you betrayed my message. Oh, that's a very shameful thing to hear. Very shameful thing. That's why we have to always come with evidences from everywhere, and combine together and present it as much as we can. But we shouldn't forget these 4 elements. So the homework is, I have to stop now. The homework is very simple. Can you find out other combinations in the Quran, other parts in the Quran, and share with my friends next week? Look, I see in this chapter how these 4, at least 4 elements, we understood it. Witness of the Quran, it's a witness of the Quran speech, witness of human nature is corresponding with it, and the witness of what? The earth, the universe out there. And the 4th one, look, let me see this one. Where are we now? Yeah. The universe, the Quran, the human qualities, and we didn't mention today the practice of this message by the one who brought the message, received the message and distributed it and practice it in his own life, so that, look, you can apply this message in your life as I am doing within my own conditions. You can do it in your conditions. Just take my presentation as a pattern for you. Within these conditions, it must be this way. So take it on. If it was in this way within his conditions, within my conditions, it must be like this. So, but together, using all these evidences together and presenting it to us. Inshallah, I would like to hear your examples. Please try to work out something and share it, inshallah, next week. The microphone will be yours next week. Please. Take a responsibility. Not only me will be speaking in this class. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Inshallah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Wa akhiru da'wahum and alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin bi hurmati sirri surati